Back with Bobby and JJ Radio, we have Miss Renee Yee coming from Australia originally, hanging out with us. She is
Land of the Kangaroos.
Land of the Kangaroos, according to Bob. She is an interior designer. She has been for 7 years. I want to say thank you for hanging out with us today.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
Yeah, so interior design. Talk about Renee Yee Interiors, who you guys service, what you guys do, all that kind of stuff.
Okay, so we're a full-service interior design studio here in San Antonio. We serve residential clients and some commercial clients. We go as far out to, we have clients in New Braunfels, and we have clients all the way down out in Devine and in Talia at the moment. So we really like to work with families and busy professionals with kind of like a mid-income level rather than the high luxury. We want our services to be attainable to a greater crowd of people rather than just high-end.
Yeah, because when you hear interior design, you think very expensive homes, very wealthy families, that they have the budget to do something like this.
Talk about that, Renee. Do you feel that that interior design is definitely for everyone?
Yes, it is for everyone. We think that everyone should be able to have a beautiful home, a home that represents them, that suits their lifestyle. We definitely work with a lot of, like I said, families who have young kids, and they can still have a beautiful home, but still live in it and not just have things that are just going to sit on the shelf and gather dust.
Well, maybe you can do something with JJ's mobile home, because
it's a mess.
It's rough.
It's a little outdated.
It's older.
It's
a single wide at that. But
so you don't have a lot of room, but the room that you do have, you can do whatever you want. So talk about, Renee, a little bit. What is your style, and what do you focus on?
So my personal style is probably a little transitional. I like to use older, antiques, treasures, family heirlooms in the property, but we also really like to use have clean lines. I guess our little tagline in our
modern kind of clean lines.
Clean lines just means not as cluttered, I guess. Yeah.
Bobby's really modern.
I do modern, but I do old pieces as well.
Yeah, you do kind of throw that in.
Throw in like mid-century modern pieces, kind of modern still. Barcelona chair or like an Eames chair or something like that. I like old pieces, but I like the modern look.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's me.
And so, what services do you offer? Because I know that like you said, first off, who is your clientele, you feel?
So our clientele is probably busy professionals and families.
Someone that doesn't have time to just whatever Bob does, because I think he shops like...
Maybe doesn't have time or doesn't have the eye for it, and that's a lot of people.
We have a little bit of both. We definitely have clients that are super busy and just, they want a nice home, but they don't have time to do that. And then the other clients just don't have the eye for it, and they need our help. So.
And how often is it when you find a client that admits that? Are they pretty open saying, like, I don't know what I'm doing? Because I would probably say that to you.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or they could be stubborn like Bob and say, like, they know it all, and then they just want to question stuff.
I personally can walk in a room and I know my taste, and all my places look alike, so they all end up, Yeah,
that's a nice thing. I guess we can come in and we evaluate, like, where do you really need help? Do you know your style? And do you just need us to help kind of pull it together and do all your shopping kind of thing? Or do you have no idea what your style is and you've got a bunch of different styles in your home and we need to kind of...
Walk us through that. So let's say you have a new client and they're the latter, that they need you. Walk us through that type of expectation consultation that you would do.
Okay, so we normally really try and collaborate with them and really get down into what it is that the things that they like, the things that they don't like. We ask for inspiration pitches, and we try and really narrow into what things they are liking out there. Sometimes people get overwhelmed with Pinterest and House and all these, the internet, social media nowadays. They get overwhelmed and they think they want everything, and sometimes everything doesn't go together very well. So,
right.
So our job is kind of to come in and narrow it down and be like, okay, what is it that you really like? What makes you comfortable? What will work with your lifestyle and things like that.
Gotcha.
So is there any trends that you're seeing right now that are really big?
So we just came back from Las Vegas market, and so we definitely kind of saw some trends happening there. A couple of trends that come to mind real fast is velvet furniture everywhere. in really rich colors like emerald greens and plums and navy blues. That was really big. Also, a lot of like big floral prints on furniture is in. And the other thing we saw a lot of is like a lot of textures, a lot of layering and with textures, just to give that really rich kind of cozy feel in the home.
Give me an example of like the overlapping textures that you're talking about.
So I'm seeing on a bed. So you have like linen, and then you have pillows that have a lot of texture to it, like maybe woven, or we even saw like a throw for the end of the bed that would look like jute, but was actually really soft. So that's the kind of textures.
just overlapping textures that don't necessarily go together.
Yep.
I like it. And what kind of any projects you currently working on right now?
So we're currently working on a couple of bathrooms. We have one in Alamo Heights that we're working on that's a little bit more modern, maybe your style there.
Perhaps.
And we're doing kind of floating vanities and fun things in there. Another bathroom out in Helotes that is kind of a updated hacienda kind of feel. And then we just finished installing a whole house of furniture in a historic home in Olmus Park. So lots of fun stuff on the horizon.
I love it. And so I know you're with you're going to be at the Home and Garden Show. Talk about what people should expect or how they can come up to you, and what would you be talking about a little bit?
Yes, so we're doing a segment, I guess it's not really a segment, but we're doing something there called Ask the Designer. So the guests for the home show can come up to our booth, number 1169. They can bring photos and Pinterest things, measurements, anything they're kind of thinking about for their home, or any question they might have. And we will do like little mini 15-minute consults with them.
So that's booth 1169, February 23rd through 25th.
That's right.
Go see Miss Renee Yee. And you can also check out our website. There's a lot of E's coming up. ReneeYee interiors.com. That's Renee Yee interiors.com. Or you can contact her directly at 210-816-6216. Again, that's 816-6216. We'll take a quick break. Be right back with Bobby and JJ Radio.